If you're still planning your content week by week as a social media manager for your clients, then I can almost guarantee you that you're probably feeling a little bit burned out. You're constantly on the hamster wheel. Maybe you haven't taken a day off in weeks. And the reason I know this is because that used to be me, and it made me believe that it's impossible to plan 30 days of content for a client until I implemented these systems that I'm walking you through today. These systems apply to you if you're a solopreneur, social media manager, or you are trying to build a team, or maybe you already have a team and want to refine your process to make it a little bit easier and still stay on top of trends, then today's video is for you. Hey, my name is Mel and I own an almost $1 million social media marketing agency today, and I now help social media managers like yourself do the same. Now let's dive in. So step one into this process on planning out 30 days of content for your clients is for us the mapping call. And this is where most social media managers already mess up, because before you open CapCut, before you start editing, before you start creating content, I need you to actually jump on a brainstorming session, whether that is with yourself or with your team. And for us, this is the mapping call, as we call it, and it's in the very beginning of the month. Inside of this call, me and the strategists on my team, or social media managers if you will, go over each individual client to discuss what worked well for them last month, what didn't work so well, all the highlights and insights, and their goals for the upcoming 30-day content calendar. This will set the baseline for all of them that are working on these calendars on what type of content are you going to create. You cannot start creating the content calendar if you don't know the goals, if you don't know what content performed, right? And if this is a brand new calendar and a new client, you simply start with what are their goals and start brainstorming. It does help a ton that you can brainstorm with a team. Now, if you don't have a team, of course you can use AI to brainstorm a lot of these things to kind of get yourself going. But a mapping call is the very first thing we conduct in this process. Now, step number 2 in this process is internal research. From there on, our strategists are going to do research on social media to see what's trending, what's working well, different formats, and this doesn't have to be specific to an industry. So for us, it's important to find trends and high-performing content that we can potentially recreate for our clients. Now, here's the best part where we work smarter and not harder. We can cross-reference trends across 10 plus different industries. And so we work with a lot of different industries, but trends can often be applied to all of these industries in their own manner and to make it work for them and their business. So we like to share these notes and use an internal document, Excel sheet, where we link the videos, we link the hooks that were used. And again, we can share these with our entire team that maps out content calendars across the board. Now, step number 3 is our external research. The reason we call this external research is because here is where we put together a Reels report for our clients. Now, external research will link a reference to the video for our clients so that they have an example on what we want them to film. We will also share hooks, we will share guidance and insights on filming, and we have a little checkbox here where they can mark off what they filmed, and our team can mark off on the ones they filmed what we have actually used. So we send a Reels report to our clients every single month in the first week of the month for the content in the upcoming content calendar. So as you notice, when you plan 30 days of content, you are not asking them for a video for them to record and you post it a week later, right? Now, of course, if there are trends going on, we do keep some flexibility in the calendar where our team can jump on from time to time and say, hey, let's jump on this trend, and we edit it real quick. But that is not our standard process and procedure. And that's where most likely most of you are already messing up, because as soon as a client gives you something or they want to post something real quick, you're spending a ton of time just creating constantly. So again, you send out a Reels report on the first week of the month for next month's content calendar. Now, step number 4, after our team has conducted our official mapping call, we've done a ton of research internally, externally, we've sent out those reports. Now, before we tap into mapping each calendar, we fill out a mapping document for every single month based on a couple of different questions. So as you can see here, the first question is, and again, this is for the strategist to answer, what are the client's goals? And I'll go into February here. What are the client's goals for the next 30 to 60 days? Now, some examples can include launching a product, growing the email list, building authority, increasing in-person visits, whatever that looks like for your client, you want to document that. Not only is this a great exercise for you to know what type of content to create, why you're doing what you're doing, but if you're jumping on monthly meetings with your client, it will really help to have this type of documentation. So you can always refer back to it on when a client asks or wonders, why are we posting this? Why are we doing that? And then you can refer back to this and say, well, you told me your goal was to launch a product, and that's why we did Y and Z. So first question, so as you can see here, the goal here on this map is to drive membership conversions. And so that is one of the goals, as well as building authority, positioning me and Elite as the go-to resource for social media managers, and then that translating into more of you guys joining me inside of Elite. Now, what are the KPIs that are tied to that? Now, some KPIs are saves and shares. If lots of people are saving content on Instagram, that tells me they find it valuable, the messaging was right for them. Now, of course, link clicks, we want people to click the link in bio because that's where they can join Elite. Profile visits, people commenting, because again, we use ManyChat to send out a link and that shows us, okay, it's working well. Now, here are some campaigns. What campaigns do we need to support this? Maybe your client has different things going on. Maybe they do email marketing, but you're not part of that. And so here you can see different things that we have going on. For example, we started an ambassador program, and so applications, so that was part of what needed to go out and little things like that. Then going into what content historically has performed well on this account. So here it has been content, my YouTube shorts have been doing really well on Instagram, as well as trending reels, which typically do well, but that way we know that is actually performing. And then are there any brand specific things we need to take into consideration? So you get client feedback on calendars every month. So maybe there's things that you don't want to repeat, right? Maybe a client hates it when you use hashtags. That's something you want to then write into the map so that everyone knows no hashtags, not this, not that. This is what the mapping documentation looks like. We do this every single month based on a client's goals so that we have it documented in our ClickUp, which is our project management system. But you can obviously recreate this in Google Docs, Excel, whatever you want to document this into. Now we move into step 5, and you see how we already did 4 different steps and we still haven't touched the calendar, because that's what we're about to do right now. So this is where the fun and strategic part comes to play, but this gets a lot easier because of all the pre-prep work you have done in the steps we went over today. So you've already done research on content types and you have a ton of content ideas. You've already done the mapping documentation. You've already seen in the analytics what has been working this past month. And so now it's time for you to map out the actual content calendar. So what that looks like, again, we use ClickUp for documentation and mapping out content calendars before it even gets scheduled and posted to social media. And so as I go over this mapping, I want to kind of show you what that entails, what that looks like. Basically, what we do is we map out 4 weeks, 30 days of content. Now, our clients typically get 5 posts from Monday through Friday. We post every day. So here you see different tasks under each week inside of ClickUp, where we map out what the actual post is going to look like. So here you can see we sometimes add inspiration to a link. This would be a link from the research we have already done. And you will see the text for the screen will say, "One thing about me, question mark, I will meet you where you're at. No clients yet, we'll build the foundation. Booked out but burned out, we streamline, ready to hire, we do it the right way, yada." So this is the text that will go onto an actual video or B-roll but this is how it's mapped out. So that is a reel. So we're doing one reel. Here you see we're doing another reel. Then we have mapped a tweet that we want to go out. And this is all based on what's performing. Is this supporting the goals? And that's how we decide on the content format. So for example, if reels do not perform well for your clients at all, then maybe don't do as many reels. If tweets don't perform well for your clients, don't do tweets. And so you can use any format, of course, for any purpose, but generally speaking, reels are great for getting more views and more non-followers to your page. Carousels are great for engagement, but they do attract a lot of people nowadays by using trending audio on them. And then shareable content, you can often use just one graphic or a quote graphic or a meme. And so that's how you want to decide what type of content to create. Again, here's another outline that's added. Inspiration with text. Most cold pitches fail because they start with criticism, not curiosity. Yeah. So it's already outlined what the tweet needs to say. It just needs to be designed from here on out. And so you will map out this entire content calendar with the ideas. Now, if this would be a carousel, I also want to show you what that would look like. A carousel will actually even outline every slide of the carousel. So the hook on the first slide, then slide 2, slide 3, and slide 4, all the way up to the call to action in slide 7. And so this is how you map out a content calendar. Now, if you are a solopreneur social media manager, you might ask yourself, why would I do this? This takes away a lot of the thinking work. And if you one day want to scale beyond yourself, grow a social media team, you need systems like this. So you can actually hire a designer, hire a video editor, because you have a system for mapping versus everything that lives in your head and you're the creator, you are the graphic designer, the editor, etc. And so this is part of the process to map things out before executing the calendar, and it will make it so much easier. Now that we've completed all these 5 steps, now is when the production start of executing this mapped out content calendar. So as I already mentioned, if you are a solopreneur social media manager, then you might think to yourself, why would I map out content calendars if it's me creating? But this is a great process for you to add into place so that you can one day hire and get a graphic designer or video editor. If you are the one executing it, now it will be really easy for you on day 2 to go through the calendar and see what you came up with and edit the content so that you're not the graphic designer, the strategist, the content creator, all in one sitting, because that gets really exhausting when you're trying to do it all at once. And so if your client has filmed the Reels report at this point, you can start editing and add those into your content calendar map, but you will start executing each post, plug in the creative, add the copy in the very end, which we generally prefer, but you can do it while you're mapping, adding the caption and copy. And now you've put together 30 days worth of content to send to a client. Now you need systems like this to be able to sustainably do it, and it will completely change the way you run your business. So at this point in week 3, we're fully done executing all the way from week 1 mapping, week 2 executing those maps and putting it into ClickUp, and week 3 we wrap up the finalizing the design, creative, and all of that good stuff. But most of you, if you're planning 1 week at a time, you're creating, you're mapping, or not even, you are writing captions, you're doing everything all at once, and you wonder why you're so freaking exhausted and have no emotional bandwidth for anything else in your business. This is exactly why. Start to implement these systems, these timelines, so you can create a month's worth of content for your client to approve and be ready to get scheduled and post from there. Now, if you found this helpful, please let me know below. If you have any questions based on this video or want to see more of this type of content, let me know so I can see you in next week's video.